Do you wonder how you can get started with online video if you're an introvert? Well, stick around. As a creative person, somebody who's been creative since I was a little kid, whether it was drawing or singing, I was always doing something creative and I always wanted to express myself.
Yes.
The internet was just this huge gift, especially to somebody socially awkward, which was me. Hey, I'm Michelle Osorio with Dare to Dream School, and I recently was a guest on Paola Rosser's Fearless Female podcast, talking about my journey from being a very, very shy young kid who had stage fright all the way up into being a teenager and an adult. And yet, I was able to go on to become a stage performer, an actor, a filmmaker, and eventually a YouTuber. And I went from being very awkward on camera and not wanting to be in the spotlight to learning to embrace that. So if you want to get some tips on how perhaps you can go from being an introvert to still being comfortable on camera and in online video, then check this out.
So tell us a little bit about how you got started on YouTube. Like, what made you start a YouTube channel? What was your first intention for the YouTube channel?
So I started YouTube way back in the day, long ago, when, let's see, this was about 2007, actually. And I got the idea from some other people who had done a show somewhere else. It wasn't on YouTube. And I was working for a corporation making online videos for them. So I was already a filmmaker. I loved filmmaking. And I found out, oh, you can make a show on the internet? What? This is crazy.
Yeah.
Because I'm just old enough that I actually did the real film festival circuit, and I went to film school. I didn't finish, but I went to most of film school for 3 years, and I took it and I ran with it. So I was used to, you make videos and then you show them in public in a theater, and then if people don't like it, then they don't laugh and you're really embarrassed and you have to look at all those people afterwards after the show, and it's really awkward. That's happened to me. But also you get that wonderful feeling when you're sitting in a theater and they do laugh when they're supposed to laugh, and it's one of the best feelings in the world.
Yeah.
And so I discovered in 2007, wow, there's this whole audience of people online that I can tell that story to. And yeah, you don't get to hear them laugh in person, but they'll leave you comments.
Yeah.
And that was so thrilling to me at the time, that I could take these stories I had already made and then share them with people online. And as a creative person, somebody who's been creative since I was a little kid, whether it was drawing or singing, I was always doing something creative and I always wanted to express myself.
Yes.
The internet was just this huge gift, especially to somebody socially awkward, which was me. So I got to say, I get to hide behind a computer screen.
Really?
And still get to tell my stories. Is the best thing ever.
Oh my gosh. So when you started in 2007, how long had YouTube already been out?
A year.
Only a year. So
And
you were like right on
people-
the very first bandwagon. Like, I am going to get on this. I'm going to like do my creative stuff. I am going to like share what I've wanted to share. And it's been stuck inside me.
Yeah, but at the time, I don't think anybody really knew what YouTube would become.
No.
So at the time, it was just a place to host your videos for free. That was huge.
Yeah.
Because it was very expensive to put your videos online. So I had made, in the past, as a teenager, I had made these action figure movies with little action figures, and I still have a copy somewhere. It looks terrible because it is the size of a postage stamp.
Yeah.
Because I believe at the time I was using Yahoo GeoCities was the thing at the time.
I don't even know what Yahoo GeoCities
That was
is.
it. Yahoo bought GeoCities, and I hosted my website back then, and I had a video. I would put my videos on there, but they were the size of postage stamps because that was all the space you were allowed online at the time, unless you had lots of money, which I didn't when I was a film school student. So later, when YouTube came around, that was a big deal. Yeah. Now, mindset plays a really important role for confidence on camera, whether you're an introvert or not. So make sure you check out this next clip, also from this podcast, where I talk about pushing out negative thoughts and how to be positive so that you can not only appear confident on camera, but you can eventually genuinely gain that confidence. So check out that video. And remember, never give up. Always be a dare to dreamer. Osorio out.